Taekook sisters, welcome back. This is once again pnglyvkookfam YouTube channel, and I hope that you're all doing great and happy today. And here we go again with our another analysis video, and I know you are all excited. And this is it. The video that I will be showing to you is about BTS members are exposing and supporting Taekook ever since. All you have to do is to watch this and analyze, think, and reflect to whatever I say here in this video analysis. And it's up to you whether your opinion, whether you agree to me or not. Please be respectful. Now, here we go. This is the video that you're all waiting for, Taekook sisters. And here we go, Taekook sisters. As I have mentioned in the introductory part, that we will be having today a thread of the members of BTS supporting Taekook. This is not just showing one member supporting Taekook, not two members supporting Taekook, but all of them. This is a thread that I have seen on TikTok, and I'm really excited to share this to all of you because I know that you are all waiting for another Taekook video analysis, and here we go again. So this is the first photo. Are you excited? Okay, here. Jin is the first member we are going to talk about here. You guys will never separate. This is what Jin had did in his post before. In this post of Jin, there was no Taehyung. In this picture, there was no Taehyung, but guess what? The people or the members of BTS there are only JK, Jin, Jimin, and RM. No, it's rather jhope. Now, JK right here was not tagged by Jin, but instead of tagging JK, Jin tagged Taehyung. What do you mean by that? Jin obviously knows the account of JK. Jin obviously knows the difference between the accounts of JK and Taehyung, but why did Jin tag Taehyung instead of JK when in the first place Taehyung was not here in this photo, but JK was there and he didn't tag JK? Do you think now that that post of Jin was just a coincidence or a mistake, an honest mistake that Jin made? What do you think? Or as Taekookers, we all know Taekook have so many coincidences already. Right here, this post of Jin not tagging JK but instead tagging of Taehyung instead of tagging JK, does that mean Jin is giving us a hint that JK is Taehyung or Taehyung is JK? Because that's too absurd somehow to mistakenly. I am not bashing Jin. I am just somehow stating my observation here, my point of view. They are all aware of each other. They have been together for 10 years already, going 11 years. But to think that Jin was confused who is JK and who is Taehyung, or maybe it was not just it was not a confusion, but Jin just intentionally put Taehyung's name there instead of JK. That's my own opinion. Because I've said, you and your friends have been knowing each other for how many years already, and you cannot mistakenly tag your friend mistakenly. I mean, the thing that Jin did here is somewhat giving us Taekookers again a question. Is it really just a coincidence? Is it just really an incident, or it was an intentional for Jin to do? So, I guess, in my point, in my perspective, this is not a coincidence, but Jin is teasing Taekook here. For me, that's very obvious. Now, going on to another photo we have here. This one. Remember when they had a photo, they're taking pictures of themselves, and this is just so very amusing and sweet to look at, because when RM and Taekook here did a photo, JK hugged Taehyung here. Only JK hugged Taehyung. He didn't hug RM. Look at his hand right here. He didn't hug RM but only hugged Taehyung. Now, here on the left side rather, are the other members watching them while they are taking a photo or selfie that time. And look what did Jin said during that time. No, not lovers mode. So this means that Jin, looking at Taekook, looking at JK and Taehyung here, doing this kind of hug, which is very common to couples or boyfriends and girlfriends, Jin just revealed or exposed and just normally said, no, not lovers mode. Now, I have this kind of statement coming from Jin, no, not lovers mode. I think if you are friends for a very long time, then it's just, come to think of it, that if other members really think Taehyung and JK are just merely friends, very friends, like best friends, you as their friend like Jin would not think of this kind of idea that no, not lovers mode. You know what I mean? Jin just said no, not lovers mode. He said that to Taekook. And in my perspective, saying that kind of statement to your co-members, you must have seen a lot of things that made you think they are lovers, because Jin's word here is lovers, and that's different if no, not best friends mode. You know what I mean? No, he didn't say no. He didn't say no, not best friends mode, but he said no, not lovers mode. He mentioned lovers. Now, my only thing that my mind is thinking right now, after watching or after hearing this statement from Jin when he saw that Taekook moment, JK hugging Taehyung, saying no, not lovers mode, I really think that Jin and other BTS members really witness a lot of Taekook moments that give BTS members the idea that Taekook are really lovers. That's why other members are keeping on teasing on keeps on teasing Taekook, saying they are lovers, and this is somehow becoming normal to us, especially to Taekookers, that BTS members are not new to Taekook doing things like this, very sweet, intentional moments, because even BTS members are, I think, very used to that. Now, let's move on to another photo. This one when they had their Weavers Live, Jin, J-Hope, and Taekook. This was the time that all of us, I guess, Taekookers have screamed during that time, because Taekook just revealed the both of them went to a fortune teller. Now, Big sisters, I'm telling you, that's a different level to really reveal or expose. Now, tell me, other members could go with them, right? Like Jin could go with Taekook to go to fortune teller, but Jin and J-Hope right here didn't know they went to fortune teller. Only Taekook. And that must be somehow a very intimate fortune teller date. I mean to say, V is Jimin's best friend. We all know that. But why only Taehyung and JK went to a fortune teller, when we can also think that Jimin can go with them, because, or maybe V and Jimin can go together because they are best friends and ask fortune teller about themselves. But no, that's not what happened. Taehyung and JK are the only members who went together for a fortune teller. And other members here, Jin and J-Hope, just normally go with the flow with what Taekook mentioned about the fortune teller. Actually, if you are really a Taekooker, it was during this time when they mentioned fortune teller. We also knew that Taehyung needs water because he is all fire, and JK needs fire because he is all water. That's the time when we know that Taekook really went to a fortune teller, because the fortune teller told them that they need each other. They need fire and they need water in their lives. Now, going on to the next photo, we have here. Remember this most iconic, I would say, fetus moment of Taekook, when Jimin witnessed how Taehyung made this sand letter saying "V Jungkook love forever." Remember that? If you haven't seen that, you better watch that on YouTube or on TikTok. You can just search it. Taehyung making sand letter and putting his name and JK's name with love forever. Now, I want to discuss something here about this one, which Taehyung have put the words love forever. Come to think of it, other members again are there, but we all know again that Taehyung's best friend is Jimin, but he didn't wrote Jimin's name there saying V and Jimin love forever, but instead Taehyung wrote V Jungkook heart forever. And the way Jimin reacted to that's so very precious. I mean, Jimin just showed it to the camera and was so very proud, and his smile was so totally indescribable. Like, I would really see that Jimin's reaction when he saw Taehyung did that. Taehyung must have been very happy, and Jimin knew that Taehyung at that time is simply doing what his heart is telling him to do. And again, Vikuk sisters, if you try to argue with me that this is just something that they are just doing because of fan service. Little did you know, there are also a lot of ships. We have Jungkook, we have Jimin, but why it's always Taekook? It's because there's really something between them. Even here, Taehyung proves that he and JK loves forever, and that's something that all of us right now still remember, because that has somewhat leaves a mark, especially the Taekookers, because that time Taekook were just somehow very fetus. I mean, they are just young, but come to think of it, Taehyung think of that, putting his name on JK and putting love forever. That's again another level to say that they are just friends. Obviously, Taehyung can also include Jimin's name there, but he didn't include Jimin's name, so somehow very suspicious and intriguing for me. Now, next is this. I am not certain if, but I am sure that this photo right here, exact photo, I have seen the video of this, but I cannot remember when was this exactly. Now, Jimin here said this to Taekook. I think you two are like, hit me. I want Jungkook to punish me. Think of this, Vikook sisters. Jimin just exposed a very, very controversial, I mean, something private statement here. There were a lot of cameras here and even fans. But Jimin just exposed Taekook saying, you two are like, hit me. I want Jungkook to punish me. Jimin just telling Taehyung here and JK that those two are somewhat very clingy and very naughty to each other. They are like, they wanted to hit each other. Taehyung wants JK to punish him like in a very couple or sweet manner punishment. I mean, this kind of statement coming from Jimin himself, you two are like, hit me. I myself do not experience this between my friends. Like, I really don't. This is somehow, I don't know if what could have Jimin experienced or witnessed with Taekook, why he had said that, but something like this, hit me, you two are like, hit me, something like, in my mind, I am thinking of Taekook spanking each other. That's my opinion. That's somehow that's what I think of when Jimin said this. What about you? Do you think the same with me, or do you just like, maybe they're just hitting each other funny because of funny moments like that? But I don't think so. That's just Jimin would just expose Taekook like that because Taekook are funny to each other and they like hitting each other. No, I don't think so. Now, moving forward, here is another iconic moment that Jimin himself is again exposing Taekook. I guess a lot of these photos right here are coming from Jimin himself. Jimin here, this is actually during the listening party of JK's Golden album, and only a few and closest friends were invited in this listening party. And actually during that listening party, we're all excited because there was a photo booth that they can take a photo of each other. And like, Jimin just dropped a very bombshell here because Jimin posted this photo on his Instagram showing him and Taekook and Namjoon. But what really somehow got or garnered attention from even non-Taekookers is the photo that Jimin posted of Taekook. Here, why did Jimin included this? Like, this is very endearing photos. Taehyung right here in this photo is somewhat already kissing JK on his cheeks. And that's very endearing. Like, I don't think the company would allow this picture. And I just wanted, if you want to argue again, this is just Jimin showing how Taekook are really very close. Don't forget, Jimin and Taehyung are very close friends too. They are even best friends and soulmates. But how come Jimin and Taehyung didn't do the same post like this? RM and Taehyung didn't do the same post like this right here. This one. Taehyung already hugging JK. Jimin and JK didn't do that pose. RM and Taehyung didn't do that pose. And yeah, that's absolutely, I explained it very clear to you. If you think Jimin right here is not totally exposing Taekook, try to realize and analyze these photos right here. If Jimin and V are best friends, why did they didn't do the same photo right here of Taehyung and JK? And if you say so, why did JK and Jimin didn't do this pose right here and also right here? Only Taekook. So try to think of that. Analyze before you say something bad in the comment section, okay? Now, next photo is this one. Remember that RM himself during this photo shoot, actually RM just put JK letters and heart, and below that is Taehyung's name. And do you think this is just again a coincidence? I am really too tired of coincidence. Everything you say is just coincidence. Everything you say is just incident. Everything you say is just fan service. Do you think this is still fan service right here? All throughout those photos I have shown you, I have explained it to you. If Taekook are really just friends, why don't other members won't do what Taekook will do? I mean, if Taekook are just really friends, kissing each other, hugging each other very closely, intimately, endearingly, why would other members do not do that if they are just brothers, right? Now right here is another revelation coming from RM himself, and that is, I'm very very happy when I saw this actually, because I know this is not a coincidence. This is absolutely intentional, and I think RM did this on purpose. I know RM is the leader, and I know RM knows exactly what's the truth about why did he put JK and Heart and V here. Like, come to think of it again, other members here do not form names of BTS, but only JK, Heart, and V here. That's too coincidental. That's too obvious for you to deny. That is very obvious for you to still doubt that Taekook here is not exposed by RM. It's up to you. I already provided you with these explanations. It's up to you until the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's all with your opinion, and I respect you. Now, moving forward, so this is the photo that I have. That was not edited. If you try to go that and search. You can search BTS Japan official photo shoot. This was that time, and look for the photo of RM. This specific photo where there are name stickers on his face, and check it for yourself if you don't believe me. There, JK and V and Heart are very, very obvious. Now, let's go on to another one, and here we go. RM again is exposing, revealing something related to Taekook this time in his Instagram story. Remember when RM, you can still actually find this post of RM on his Instagram. If you yourself is still doubting again my photo here, you can actually search this on Instagram and search RM's Instagram account and go and search for this photo. RM just posted this photo, a bunny on the plate and a bear on the plate. And we all know who is the bunny of BTS and who is the bear. Bunny is JK and bear is Taehyung. Now, my question is just, out of all, we all know that they have this animal, let's say this one. JK is for bunny, Taehyung is bear, RM and other members have their animal representation like this. But my question here is just, why did Namjoon, out of all animals and BTS representation, why did he choose bear and bunny when he can actually post his own animal character? You know what? Think of that. He can actually post his own animal character, but here he didn't post it. He posted Taekook. He posted JK's animal character and Taehyung's animal character. And he can actually also post another animal characters from other BTS members, but out of all, it's Taekook again. Why do you think so? Think that and let me know the answer if you know the answer of that. Just really very obvious, and we are all trying to deny the fact this is very obvious. Everything is not a coincidence anymore. And I just really wanted to say one thing in common is considered coincidence. Let's say that happened for one time, that happened for once, it could be considered coincidence. But if that happened twice, that, let's say, okay, let's consider that again a coincidence. But if that happened more than twice, that's already proof that's no more a coincidence. Remember that, okay? If more than 3 coincidences, no more, it's not considered coincidence anymore. It's already proof, because too much coincidence is already proof that something is really connected and related. Now, let's move on to another archive again. RM IG account posted this again and again and again and again. RM keeps on posting this. Again, as I've said earlier, it didn't happen just once, it didn't just happen just twice, thrice, more than thrice anymore. It's more than thrice, it's more than doubled, it's more than, like, it's endless anymore. Here, Namjoon posted this on his Instagram again, and this is do you call this a graffiti art on the wall? I don't know if they call it a graffiti art, but because there are just words in it. But what Taekookers again have seen here is this one right here. Gook. Inside the heart shape, you can see inside the heart shape is the Gook and the B. If you know how to read Korean, actually these two Korean Hangul letters here read as B, and this one right here is Gook. And Gook and B here are inside the heart shape. And Namjoon just literally posted that on his Instagram account. Now, my question is, why did Namjoon posted it? Why did Namjoon go for that way to post this Gook and V inside the heart shape in this wall? If Namjoon is just happy seeing that, why did he posted it when he can only show it to Taehyung and JK that okay, there are people who loves you, that's why your name are put inside the heart. You know, he didn't just show it to Taekook, but he even posted it, letting all his fans, all his followers know that yeah, this is absolutely what I have seen on the wall, and I'm revealing it to all the armies, all my followers here on Instagram. That's how you think you should be cook, sisters. Okay, I guess this is already too long. We still have how many photos left here? Okay, so there are still many photos, so I guess that would be the end, because for tomorrow it will be the part 2 of this, so just stay tuned, because as I've said, I will be giving you more and more analysis videos that would really intrigue you, that would really prove, most especially, that Taekook is definitely real and members know the truth about them. Again, this video right here is about how members of BTS support Taekook, how members of BTS reveals or expose Taekook in their own way, just like RM and Jimin did. Now, I'm hoping that we'll see each other again on the next video analysis tomorrow, Vikook sisters. After I went to school, I will immediately upload the part 2, so I hope that you will wait for that. For now, thank you again so much for watching, and I hope that I was able to put a smile on your faces and heart by watching this video right here. Thank you and love you all. Please take care of yourself and be healthy and be happy. Don't forget to love yourself, because you know that I love you and I will be always here for you. Love you, Viko sisters, and see you in the next video.